cannot eat them.
But you like chicken.
Eat the other chickens.
The other chickens are only good for soup. These guys are better for chicken. They grow faster. They're not as tough.
I do not want to eat my brother's sister.
What are we going to go get right now?
Chicks.
What kind of chicks?
Meatballs.
And how many are we getting?
100.
100 meat chicks. There is an advantage of having a mama. You got one chick under you, girl. One chick's out? Yeah. Take shelter. She is taking care of 2 chicks. But when you order chicks, you don't get that mama option. 10 to 12 weeks, so processing in October.
One at a time.
One at a time, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll come back for them.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, do I still have to take a video of you?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
We got another package.
Okay.
You have a farm that you sell the meat?
This is mostly for us for 1 year.
Little chick.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, you got them home, but it just started raining a little bit. Not hard, but I gotta get these chicks under heat. Okay, grab a couple containers, Bella.
My container.
Okay, let's go start with the waters, okay?
I got 2 containers.
You do. Come on with me. Oh, Puddin', you're helping too? Okay, Bella, let's line these up. Here.
No, I got 2.
Twist. Oh, please don't rain very hard on us. For raining, this is not good. And Puddin' says I'm done. Puddin', don't go that way. She is running like a mad dog. Okay, next water. Easy dog. We might have to bring the chicks inside. Out of this window. Sing that song. Raining, it's pouring. Old man is snoring. My phone is all wet. Which is my camera right now. Let's see if I can get this in some shelter. I brought the chicks inside because it's raining. Of course, it just started raining. These chicks have been traveling for 2 days, so I really would like to keep them alive. Plug-ins covered. The heater is under the roof. You got an extra little dish bin, but plug-in covered, heater under the roof. I'm gonna see how long this rain is supposed to last. If it's gonna last very long, I should get these chicks under the heat without getting them too wet. If it's not gonna last very long, I'll wait it out. We'll see. For right now, I'm gonna dry out the food containers, get some food in them, and then we'll start shifting those out. The chicks are temporarily in our living room, in the box they came in. And this rain that we're getting looks like it's not gonna last very long, so as soon as it's done, I'll move the chicks back out. Okay, so we get starter grower from our local feed store. They grind their own feed, which is nice. I know that's not available everywhere. But basically they double grind the starter grower. They don't need the extra calcium. So they just formulate it a little bit better for chicks than for layers. And we're gonna use that to grow these meat chicks all the way out. So we'll keep their food separate than our layer food. And yeah, 10 to 12 weeks for Freedom Rangers. And so we'll be harvesting probably at either the last weekend of September, first weekend in October. We do a workshop every year, so if you're in Michigan or would want to travel to Michigan to do that workshop would include learning how to process your own meat birds. You get to go home with one meat bird, and my husband's a chef, so he actually makes a harvest dinner, which is not chicken. It's usually pork. But if you're interested in that, just put a link down below and or email me, and I will get that information to you as that time comes. See how well they did on their travels. Okay, let's switch. So first 60 in their coops. Now I have 2 smaller coops. We're going to put 20 in each of those. 2 dead so far. We'll keep looking and double checking. So far that's all I'm seeing. There's 52 in the first box. We'll see how many in the second box. 1. I'm going to the heat. Really nice and warm. 2. Finding the food. They definitely found the water. They've even found bugs already. These are Freedom Rangers. Look, they found something right there. Yeah, they found a grasshopper or something. They have a bug. Freedom Rangers, definitely free range. That's why we get them. Get them on grass from day one. They have heat. This lid is partially open, but it's covered on the heat side and the food side. So it's protected from weather, but breathable. I did not show these guys food. Look at that. They found their food. These guys definitely found their water. Okay, so they're all set. Now, you have vitamins to put in their waters. I'm going to secure the lids. Go calculate, because the packet that comes with these guys is a 4-ounce packet of vitamins and electrolytes. That's for 500 gallons of water. So we'll do a little math, figure out how much goes in 1 gallon. And, well, technically their waters are 5 quarts, so a little over a gallon. But we'll calculate it for 1 gallon, get their vitamins into their waters, and then they'll be set for now. They don't seem too cold. It's about 70 degrees out here, but it was raining. Okay, let's get them protected. Lids closed. Okay. So our goal was actually to get these birds next week, but the hatchery called us not yesterday, Wednesday. Yesterday was July 4th. They called us Wednesday asking if we could take them early this week. So I think they're kind of tightly booked for next week. And probably not as many people wanted to get meat birds on July 4th week. So I said, sure. Usually it's a 1-day shipment for us because we're only like an hour away technically from the hatchery. Could ask them if we could pick it up maybe next year. But yeah, so it took 2 days. So I was a little nervous about, but we only lost 2 chicks, and they do send all over the U.S. and to Alaska. It takes them 3 days shipping. So we have 100 birds, live birds exactly. They gave us a couple extra. 2 had passed in the shipment. That's fairly normal, unfortunate with buying birds this way. I do have 1 that looks a bit weak, so I'm a little concerned about that. So it might be at 99 birds. We'll see what we're at in the morning. But we get them in July because we like to process in the fall, like end of September, early October. when it's getting cooler. Plus, this time of year, it's warmer, so it's actually easier to keep the chicks outside from day one, whereas if you get them in Michigan in April, you gotta keep them inside. So definitely not a fan of that. So we get them out on pasture day one by getting them in the height of the summer, and they're outside. And then in the fall, we get to butcher them when it's cooler and don't need as much ice, don't attract as many flies, so it's just overall better timing. It's early afternoon now, and we got the chicks settled in, and there's 2 weak ones that I've noticed. I've redone their waters with the vitamins in it. Laying down right here is one of the 2 weak ones. I'm not sure if, hey, stop walking on her. I'm not sure if she'll survive, but she was just drinking a bunch of water, and she shifted herself away from the water to that spot. So, not overly hopeful, but maybe. We'll see. I'll probably try to get her to the water again a little bit later. It's 70 some degrees out here, so these guys are pretty active in the shade. And you know, we do have a heat source over there, radiant heat source. I like that better than the heat lamps, because heat lamps can explode, get glass everywhere, and are a fire hazard as well with bedding especially. But these radiant ones are nice, and they could go, you know, in and out from under there very easily. You do want it close enough that they could touch their backs to it, so that's how they get warm. Okay, there's one chick at the top of the screen here. Oh, just got walked on. That's the one that's a little weaker than the others, has initiated drinking a bunch of water, is now resting. So we'll see if these two survive, but the rest of them look very active and have been eating, drinking, moving in and out from under heat as needed. These will move once a day through the yard, and I have an extension cord that goes to the heat and plugs into the outside plugs in our wall out there, outside our house. So we can actually run these guys across the yard all the way down here and back and forth while hooked up to the electricity. And then when they start developing their feathers, you know, about 4 weeks to 5 weeks, they won't need those heat sources anymore. So we can shift them around more without heat sources and move them like anywhere through this dog yard is what this is. And then eventually we'll move them into bigger coops that'll go rotate through the pasture outside the dog yard. So meat chicks are going July 5th. It's early afternoon now, and we got the chickles